Hi there, I'm Tracy, and this is the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel. I have an episode of a lit review on some of Kringle's new 3-wick candles, and I have a very special guest, the Hubs. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I am the Hubs, or you can call me Jason.
They're finally getting to know your name
Yep.
and see your face. So this is the guy I've been talking about for, I don't know, 3-4 months now. Yeah, there was a lot of hype about you coming on the channel.
I feel like the
It's good hype.
expectations are high, okay.
Yeah, no, lots of excitement. Okay, so we've got lots of candles to talk about because Kringle was having a 3 for $33 sale. They released 19 3-wicks, and I think most of these are new fragrances. I don't know. We haven't been shopping Kringle long enough to know. Gonna unpack these for us, and then he's gonna share his impressions because they're usually not the same as mine. We'll cut halfway through. We're gonna rip through these, do first burn, and we decided we're gonna do, is that called double blind? Yes. When both, not really quite the same thing.
Yeah, not
But
quite, but
we're not gonna know.
yes,
what
we're not
the
gonna
other person.
Yeah, we won't know what the other person is reviewing or what they're saying about them. Yeah.
We're just gonna take notes and hide them from each other. All right. So, oh no. Cat house just fell over. Jamie packaged these again. Jamie's over there at Kringle working hard. All right, so let's get started. We'll just grab one out of the box over here. Okay, first one is, Golden Vineyard. This is one I was excited about. Now, I have a new camera angle here, y'all, and a new face I've got to block out. Sorry, Jason. So there is the label. Scent notes are right on the front. It's got a beautiful vineyard view. And then all of these new 3-wicks don't have wraparound. It's just the wax, but look at purple. Beautiful. And then this one has, this is what? Kind of a goldish stainless steel color. All of the lids on these are like mismatched. It's very clear this is not a cohesive collection. It almost feels like they're trying to use up their 3-wick jars and lids. This one is grapes, rose, berry leaves, and wine. Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to bias you.
Okay, so.
Let's see what you think.
Yeah, I get, I do get the grape, definitely. Yeah. I get that. I get some floral. I'm terrible with picking up florals, though.
It doesn't feel like vineyard grape to me, though. It's kind of an artificial grape to me.
Yeah.
It almost smells candied.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like a little sweet. Like, not quite what you'd get in a vineyard, more like a candy sort of grape. I agree.
Do the green notes come through for you?
I feel like maybe just a touch of it. Maybe it kind of balances it out a little bit, but I definitely don't get a strong greens flavor. Yeah.
Oh, I get the wine too. It kind of smells like Merlot-ish. It's not boozy.
No, it's definitely not boozy.
Like you cooked with wine and you got the alcohol burned off. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I get it.
It's kind of waxy and
nice sweet grape there going to it, but
wicks. Oh, this is just the classic Kringle wick. Too long, needing to be trimmed, and thin.
I do like that wax color though.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll be curious to see how these look when they're burning too, because I'm so used to Kringle's white wax, which is transparent, and then I don't know what that's going to look like. It'll be interesting. Okay, next one I pulled out is Life's a Beach. Tonka bean, amber, jasmine, and sandalwood. This is the one I was most excited for. I really like the photo on there too. I like the hue of the label. There's the lid. It's kind of a like copper embossed.
Okay, almost like a hammered sort of finish or something.
Yeah, I don't know about the wax color, but what am I smelling? It's okay. Considering I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure if I know what I'm getting in with this one.
I think it's their amber note is kind of lotiony. It smells creamy to me.
Yeah.
Earthy, but it almost feels like, I don't know, like a lotion. Like an unscented or like a Jergens lotion.
Yeah, there's nothing that, I don't know. My scent palette isn't really as well developed as yours. There's nothing that really stands out to me in that one that just kind of hits me. So
I don't get tonka at all.
Yeah.
I don't get jasmine. There's not a sharp white floral in this at all.
No, I I would say some creamy vibes.
Very grounded, earthy. It smells like
It's not,
lotion to me.
it's not offensive at all. It's just
No.
so
Boring.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boring I think would be a good word for it.
All right, y'all. Strawberry jam. This one I'm scared about because, well, you're excited because maybe you haven't watched Marie's review over at Meet Miss Marie. She actually did an unboxing with her sister, which is cool because we're doing it as husband and wife. And her sister smelled fish. Like fish and seaweed. So I'm a little scared.
Okay.
Not what you'd expect with strawberry jam.
No. Okay.
So it's supposed to be strawberry, lemon, and vanilla buttercream. I'm gonna let you take first with because you let me know whether or not you get fish smell. That's not good.
Yeah, I think it is also because you suggested it.
Yeah,
but
the power of suggestion.
I get. Actually, I don't feel like I get. I feel like I get the dried seaweed sheets. That's the first thing that kind of that sea type smell or whatever that you get with that, and then that stands out a lot. And then I get some of the strawberry sweetness behind that, and that's primarily what I take from it. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. It's like one of those rice ball sandwiches, with the seaweed wrap, but it's like instead of the filling being rice and like raw fish, it's like strawberries, macerated strawberry rice ball.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
Oh, that's not good. All right, let's like let it air out because there's also speculation that it's the lid. So what if you sniff it without the lid? Does it change?
I don't know. I'm still getting the same thing. Maybe it's different on farm though. Maybe so.
Yeah, you get it from the lid too.
Yeah.
Because I was also watching Kent from the Candle Channel. He is back after his move, and he was sharing something about like Bath and Body Works had like a fish lid fiasco where a couple of their candle lids also smelled like fish, and Marie is also speculating that it could be the lid because this lid is also different. It's like, it's really kind of thin. It almost feels like aluminum. So we're wondering maybe it's the lid that's making it smell like that. And I think she's like tested hers both without the lid and on the lid, and not using the lid helped the smell go away. But
that's a lid we've seen on other candles.
Yeah.
I think our Bananas Foster 3
had a similar one.
Had a similar lid, so.
I mean, the strawberry fragrance is pleasant.
It's nice.
It's juicy. I don't know if I'd consider it jammy. I definitely don't get the lemon.
Yeah, the citrus.
I don't get vanilla buttercream.
Normally, the citrus, maybe I can.
It's not frosting like. It's not a buttercream scent.
Yeah, I get. I don't know. I get a strong strawberry smell. Maybe a slightly jamminess to it, but
yeah, it kind of just smells like you macerated like really ripe strawberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, with seaweed.
With seaweed.
Yeah, same wicks on that one. I do like the wax color on that. All right. What's next? Do you want to read the scent notes on that one? You're not going to like that candle, but
so this one is baby powder, and then the scent notes are baby powder, lavender, citrus, and floral. So I'll try holding this one up.
You're going to try it?
I'm going to try it.
You got to watch
how do you do this?
Look at you learning. But then it's like reverse, so you're like...
I'm going to let you handle that. That's...
I feel like we're like sharing the story of our relationship where I'm like, just do it this way. You're like, I'm going to let you handle it. Let's come in here. Even I'm struggling a little bit because I'm used to only having to block one face. But there you go. It's literally a bottle of baby powder spilling out onto the counter. Love the black lid on this one. That's a nice accent.
Yeah, another different lid.
Yes.
So we haven't had any
at
lids
least
the same
4
so
different
far.
lids so far.
Yeah.
Baby powder, lavender, citrus, which I would think you would like, and floral. Yeah. That just smells like baby powder. I think I might like Goose Creek's better on cold.
Yeah. I feel like I get something else there. Maybe there's a little bit of like sharpness to it that maybe I don't know. I haven't smelled baby powder in a long time. Maybe there's a bit of. It might
be the floral or the citrus.
It could be.
Yeah. Read that.
Just a bit of sharp. It's not unpleasant at all, but a very kind of strong baby powder scent to it.
I feel like this also has like a lotion-esque vibe to it. Well, it's got floral too, which might just be, I don't know what that means. I mean, lavender is floral, but it could have something other sharp in there like a jasmine, although I don't get that. It's very dusty. I feel like Goose Creek's baby powder is fresher. This is kind of like a creamy, dusty baby powder. I like it, but maybe not exactly what I was expecting. And then that one's kind of a creamy wax color. Ooh, Grandma's lemonade.
I think this is the one that I was most excited about.
You love lemon. You love anything citrus. And this one had a pineapple note that I'm not too sure about. Lemon juice, pineapple, and vanilla sugar. And then there is the label on that one. You got a nice little glass of lemonade. I like the foil label on this. I do wish it was a wraparound, but
it looks like it's the same. The same gold lid. Looks like it. Yeah. Yep.
There's the wax color. Ooh, super bright.
Yep. I like that.
I can smell it. Oh yeah. I like that one. Actually, I'm gonna pull out.
That's super nice.
Because your lemon marshmallow sugar backups are in here. I think we should compare them. Is this the one? Oh no, this is the one where we did the reserve line.
Yeah, I took it out already.
Should we go grab it?
Yeah, I can grab it.
We'll go grab it. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. You have your beloved lemon marshmallow sugar. Now this is the second one. Let's show them how far through you are. Over here.
Yeah, or see if
Yep.
See there.
Halfway through the second one. Some of my viewers were a bit surprised at how quickly you go through the Kringle large jars. And I tried to explain that you and I burn candles very differently. I'm more of I'll burn it for 2 or 3 hours at a time and then maybe not burn it for 2 or 3 more days. But your approach is different.
Yeah, I tend to, when I get kind of fixated on a candle, I burn it pretty consistently. And I'll often do like the Kringles because they tend to be able to burn for a little bit longer without having to put them out. I might burn them for like 4 or 5 hours. And then even then put it out, switch to something different for a while, and then come back to it again after it solidifies and light it up again. And then just get started again the next morning. So I tend to go through particular candles pretty quickly.
Very quick, yeah. I feel like you have like a love of your life every couple of weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
And while you're in love with it, you really go through it fast.
Yep.
Okay, so let's compare. Okay. I think this one's much tartar. Yeah. You smell that one.
Yeah. I love this candle. Yeah.
And then we'll switch. Oh yeah, this one's more like bakery. It smells more.
Oh yeah, you definitely get the marshmallow bakery kind of buttery or something.
It still smells like Fruit Loops
scent to it. Yeah, this one has a much sharper kind of lemon note to it, like you'd associate lemon with like a fresh squeezed lemon. Yeah, definitely. You get strong lemonade vibes from this.
Yeah.
So,
do you get pineapple?
I don't.
That's the one with pineapple, right?
It is.
But I don't get pineapple.
I really don't. I feel like it kind of it's probably there, but maybe it blends into just the sweetness of the lemon. So maybe it's something in there to enhance the sharpness of the sweetness of the lemon.
The brightness, maybe.
You definitely don't. It does not suffer from, in my opinion, the urine-y smell.
The pea smell.
Yeah, the pea smell that people associate with pineapple. I'm not getting that.
Although you don't usually get that on pineapple candles that do have it. I usually am more sensitive to that.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, that just smells like lemonade. Like lemon and sugar. It's really pleasant.
It's nice.
Yeah. I like the wax color too. Same wicks on that one.
I don't feel like it's a lot different from like the Goose Creek ones we've had or the Bath and Body Works, but it's pretty comparable, but it's pleasant.
It reminds me of the Goose Creek Old Time Lemonade and what's the sugared lemon, I think is the Bath and Body Works version.
Yeah.
All right, next I like the color combo on this one. This one's Magnolia. I like that when the lid actually kind of color matches the label. And it's got the magnolia flowers on there. Pink wax. And scent notes are magnolia, fresh leaves, and lemon. That's nice. Very pretty. I don't know that I get lemon. I definitely get the floral note. It's not too... Sometimes magnolia can be kind of sharp.
Yeah.
But it feels like a warm or a soft magnolia.
Yeah, it comes across. It does not have any like sharpness to it. It's very pleasant.
A little bit creamy, and then I feel like you get the fresh note from what are the greens in it?
It just says fresh leaves.
Yeah, there's like a slight green note to it that helps to balance the really sweet floral.
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes florals, I don't appreciate them, or if they're too strong, they just come across as like too much for me. But this one feels pretty, like you said, soft and just I enjoy that one. I don't get a strong lemon scent in it, and even the fresh leaves, I guess maybe there's a bit of a touch of greenness or something there. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that develops on warm.
Yeah,
it might. If it's strong, you might not like it. Okay, then we got 2 of the reserve candles, which normally I would not splurge. There we go. We got some focus on these big boys because they never go on sale. But I did use an ambassador code. I follow multiple ambassadors, so you should just do a rotation with the code. Share the love since they get a commission off those. Actually, both of these I bought for you. But this one I was a little bit excited about. Lemon Splash. And then scent notes are lemon, citrus zest, sparkling aldehydes, citrus green, and sugar. I'll let you do the honors.
Just do this one first? Okay.
Well, you're going to do the honors on both of them because I am not interested at all in the second one that I picked up for you. Hint, it has cherry in it.
Yeah, that's a very strong, again, kind of like fresh lemon scent. Not as much sweetness in this one, like in the lemonade.
Compared to,
compared to the lemonade. And you don't get the kind of buttery or like baked good scent that is in the lemon marshmallow. It's more just kind of, I feel like strictly lemon. It's
kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think it leans more cleaner lemon.
It definitely. I think maybe the lack of like sweetness or the baked good smell kind of.
It kind of
pushes it that direction.
It smells like you got like a sparkling water or like a flat water, and then you asked for lemon on the side. What's it when you leave? It's called carcass in, I think is the term. So it's like where you squeeze the lemon. This is what the viewer's like. You see his face. He's like, oh, I don't even know what she's talking about. They like it though. Okay, it's like when you squeeze the lemon and you get all the juice into the water and some of the pulp kind of comes in too, and then you take the carcass, which no longer has the juice, and you put it in the water, and then it adds a sort of like rindy, pithy note to it, and I get rind and pith in this, which I think adds like a touch of bitterness. And then hang on, is there greens? Yeah, there's greens. I feel like I'm getting some green note in there too. It's almost grassy.
Definitely, maybe on the finish, the lemon is the first thing. Yeah, lemon is definitely the first thing that kind of comes across, but there might be some green kind of on the finish. It's not strong by any means. Doesn't really stand out, but when you're looking for it, you get it. Yeah. And I'm not sure how much it would come through. It would come through on warm. Yeah.
I have not heard good things so far about the burn on this one. So. Yeah. We won't get through enough of it in this video. Y'all, why did I do this to myself? Cherry cola. This dude likes cherry, so I did it. I did it for love.
I do. I like some cherry. I like some cherry, even though the one Easter candle was too much for me. So I'm not that big of a fan.
Give them the scent notes.
Oh, so the scent notes
on that one.
On this one are cherry, cola, effervescence, ginger, and sweet. All right, let's see.
I can smell it from here.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, the cherry is wafting. I can smell it.
It's definitely, the cherry's a lot more subdued than the
Jelly Bean Jubilee.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's the same vibe though. It's the same cherry note.
It is. It's not nearly as strong on cold, but I don't know, maybe on warm. It's
because like the Jelly Bean Jubilee, I felt like the cherry wasn't medicinal on cold, and then it just went bonkers on warm, and I'm feeling the same way. This doesn't smell too medicinal. But I'm scared of what it's going to smell like on warm. Yeah. I don't get effervescence. It doesn't smell like soda or champagne to me.
I get some kind of like plasticky note, which is something, I don't know. I can't. Plasticky. Yeah, I get something, I don't know.
Like waxy?
Maybe something waxy, or I don't know what it is. I can't figure out what I'm smelling. But I get. Yeah, there's something. It's like I get a ginger. I get a touch of the cola. I get that, but I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of, now that you say that, it does kind of remind me of those, and I've used this reference before, like those wax lips.
That's what
that are like cherry flavored.
That's what
that we had as a kid.
That's what it smells like. Yeah, that's a great description.
Yeah, I hadn't picked that one up. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. I don't know.
You said the wax lip thing. It's all in smelling, but yeah. It's kind of weird.
Ginger, though. Yeah. It's a bright ginger. Spicy ginger. It's not like a candied ginger, which that'll be, I don't know what that's going to do on warm. Should we share the other 3 too?
Sure, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. And then, so I had FOMO after ordering these 6, And then I had to order 3 more because that's just how I work.
Okay, I'll let you.
Also packed by Jamie. So we snagged the Melon Medley, which is got the really cute picture of the melon balls on it, which I think is a little bit misleading. Honestly, I didn't even really look at the scent notes on this. I just saw melon and I saw the picture and just assumed this was going to have honeydew and cantaloupe because that's what's on the label. However, the scent notes are watermelon, citrus, and vanilla sugar. We'll see what it actually smells like. And then this one has that same copper embossed with pink kind of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it is definitely
Pepto. Do the
themed.
first sniff. Yeah, okay. It kind of looks like Pepto. And we have the farm stand melon from Goose Creek, so I thought we could burn those 2 at the same time in the same space, and I think they'll complement each other nicely.
I definitely get kind of an upfront melon
flavor
with some vanilla. I don't personally feel like it doesn't strike me as being very watermelon-y. It's kind of more. It smells kind of like generic melon to me.
This smells a little bit more like the pink kiwi candle from Bath and Body Works, the one that smells like the pink Starburst.
I'm not remembering, but
it smells more like that to me.
Yeah,
it's not a 1-for-1, but I get that same vibe. To me, it smells kind of like the pink Starburst. There's not strawberry in it though, right? Huh. Yeah, I'm getting like a watermelon and like a berry mix.
I don't feel like I get much of the citrus. I get the sugary sweetness for sure, but I don't get a citrus bite or like brightness to it. Yeah. I mean, it smells kind of very smooth or like creamy, like melon sort of thing to me. But.
I think vanilla sugar is accurate because it feels like a crystal sugar with like a vanilla flavor or scent to it. Yeah, it's not like vanilla extract. It's not vanilla frosting. So I think that's accurate, but I don't know what the other stuff is. I don't know that it's that watermelon-y. It's pleasant. It's a very good summer fragrance. This one was one, oh boy, I wasn't sure. Plum notes, sugar plum notes don't always get me where I want it to get me at. I like the label on that though. Like I don't like Bath and Body Works sugar plum that came out this past winter. I used to really like Yankees sugar plum. They brought that one back out. It was like from the vault. I forget how long it'd been since they brought it out. I bought that. That was last winter, maybe the winter before, and I didn't like it anymore. So I don't know. I wanted to try another one, I guess. Sugar plums, blackberries, floral, amber, and then there's that vanilla sugar note again. It's okay. It doesn't smell as artificial. It's definitely fruity. I feel like I get it's almost like a sour note that reads almost like candy, like a candied plum.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I get something maybe that's a little sour. I get the sweetness. I'm not sure. I don't think plum would occur to me immediately as far as like a fruit is concerned.
It's a little fruit ambiguous is the term I usually use. Like if you told me to sniff that and identify the fragrance, I might guess plum, but I feel like it's playing with the blackberry in a way that makes it a little bit confusing. It's good. I like it.
It's got a nice fruity sweetness. I'm looking forward to actually burning this one. Yeah, maybe I get
Did you get floral?
The amber on the base. No, I don't. I don't feel like I get floral. I feel like I get a touch of the amber and then of course that vanilla sugar in there.
Yeah, the amber might read as kind of a sweetness. Sweet amber, a little bit earthy. Yeah, it's pretty. I like that one. And then we have one more. One more. It's pretty bad. I don't even remember what we ordered. It happens, y'all. It happens. Also, to be fair, it's been like 2 weeks. Okay, Sandy Shores. Orange, lemon, mandarin, peach, currant, and mango. Also, I have to show this photo because I have issues with it. Okay, so it's Coronas on the beach, which, like, yes, please. But those are limes, y'all. Where is the lime on the scent notes? I want lime with that picture. There's no lime. It's orange, lemon, and mandarin. This was for you, by the way, because I don't like citrus as much as you do. And I'm not a huge fan of
Based on the scent notes, it sounds like it could be a nice kind of a citrus bomb. So if it is,
you're gonna love it.
I was gonna say,
there's no question.
That'll be my thing. Oh yeah, there's that nice. I feel like it has a similar lemony, sugary sweetness. It's similar to
both. I feel like you get the sweetness from
the lemon, the marshmallow.
Boy. Yes.
Yeah, and then
and the brightness from the lemonade.
That's nice, but.
It kind of reminds me of your favorite Care Bear.
Oh, the Goose Creek. Yeah, I don't remember which one.
I don't remember. Was that the castle one? You also bought a bunch of those for backup. It reminds me of that.
I can smell that it's different than the other lemon candles, which I assume is coming from the peach, currant, and mango. But I don't really pick any of those out. I don't pick any of those out in particular. I feel like there's maybe a bit of like a creamier sweetness to it that isn't present in the other ones.
I definitely don't get peach.
Yeah, which might be good.
I get the mango.
Peach can be for me, in my opinion, can be a little off-putting in some candles. So
yeah, get the mango. The mango's give it another try. It's like a subtle sweetness at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. No. It doesn't stand out to me as being mango. But...
It's like a mango sugar. I don't get currant though.
No,
yeah.
I don't
like the color of the wax though. Kind of peachy.
That one's the nice one.
Oh, we have some work to do. That's a lot. That's 11 candles that we have to rip through.
Yeah.
Do our warm impressions. You see his face just now. I sensed it. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking at him. I'm gonna see it while I edit. But I felt the energy. I was like, oh yeah, it's a lot. By the way, they love how supportive you are of my candle obsession channel creation. So I'm sure they'll tell you in the comments, but they appreciate you, and I appreciate you, of course, because I can literally haul. I've lost count at this point, all of these candles, and you're just like, yep, there's another shipment on the porch.
Yeah, it's a daily thing. So, yeah.
Almost every day. Yeah. So anyways, you're appreciated not only by me, but the community at broad.
Well, it helps that I like candles too, but of course, I like being able to support you.
You benefit, but also, I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and it's awesome to have someone who's not telling me I shouldn't be doing these things.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Because I love it. And they love it. So if you ever told me I couldn't do it, they would come after him if that ever happens. I've got a team behind me now. All right, we're going to go rip through these. We're going to take secret notes, and then we'll come back after the cut and share our warm impressions with you so you have some idea of how these evolve once they're lit. All right, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back, and we have been spending lots of time with these candles, burning them for basically the past 2 days, and this is just going to be first burn impression, so keep in mind sometimes candles do evolve, second or third burn, and I think that's especially true of soy wax. So some of these may change slightly, but overall I feel like there was good performance, so even if there's like one that might change, but the rest of them I think are going to be sturdy burns. Yeah. We're going to go in the same order as the cold impression, just so you have that connection to the first half of the video. We'll just show you the candle, and then we'll share our impressions. And it was so weird to not share as we were burning with you, because I feel like we're always like, ooh, what do you think of this? And then there were multiple times where we're like, no, you can't say anything.
There were quite a few times I wanted to come up from the testing area, our garage, and be like, wow, that one is... I was like, nope, I can't say it.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Secret.
I kept my note secret because I know you were going to try to cheat off of my insights, so I was keeping
I do peek. That is a thing in our relationship, though, where I'm like, what did you buy from such and such? And it's like a Christmas present. You're like, ugh. Yeah. But I didn't. I did not sneak a peek. Speaking of the garage, so all of these were burned in the same space. It's a converted one-car garage, so about the size of I think like a large bedroom. No windows, though. Door has been sealed off, so you don't get like drafts from windows being open. There's no air conditioning down there, so it's usually a pretty good test space for like how much throw does this candle have without interference. Okay, so let's start with, we did Golden Vineyard first. I just want to show you how deep that wax pool got, because that's pretty far down, and I think the ones that got deeper with the first burn, I tended to throw better too. So I think it's with how hot they're burning. So do you want to share your notes first, or do you want me to?
So I just characterize them as having like low, medium, or strong throw, and so that's the only thing I was really paying attention to. So I just said that this one was medium throw. For the scents, I said I picked up on this rich grape or fruity scent, and I kind of described it as having a jammy character. Okay. So I really like that, really kind of this rich fruitiness. I did note that there was no booziness because it was a wine candle, or suggesting Vineyard, so I thought maybe it could have some boozy character. None of that to it at all. And I thought maybe I picked up with some like light greens on the finish that gives it a bit of freshness. But overall, I said I was just really impressed with the richness of the scent because it reminded me of like a legit red wine. having that nice kind of depth of scent or flavor.
I also have richness. Oh. Richness balances well with the sweet. And I put it, there's almost like a savory element. It's so rich to me. And I also described it as more sophisticated grape soda. And I'm thinking of like the grape soda candle as being at the like kids table. This is very much the adults table grape beverage. So similar in sweetness to grape soda, but with that complexity, the richness from what feels like a wine note. Yep. I said the same in terms of throw. I just have it as good, which I think is probably equivalent to your medium. And then the strength was strong. So like when you're sitting next to it, I feel like it was pretty strong, but the throw wasn't massive. It wasn't super powerful. All right, so next on the list is Life's a Beach. Do you want to show them the wax pool?
Yep. Okay.
I think that one was,
if I can,
yeah, maybe a little bit smaller.
So there's the label again.
Yep.
And then there is the wax pool. So decent, burnt into it decently.
Yeah, went pretty deep. Not quite as much as the Vineyard one. So this one to me just smells on warm like it did on cold. It smells like body lotion to me. I was doing a lot of Googling because this is connecting on something from my childhood. He was like, what are you doing over there? I'm like, it's for the research. You can't know. And I did actually want to talk to him about it because I thought he might know too, but I don't think you do. I texted my sister because I'm like, you know, I know that mom had this like lip balm, brown glass, round jar. I think maybe it was a copper tone lip balm in the 80s. I specifically remember like wearing it while I was in Florida on a family trip. She says she's pretty sure it's copper tone. We cannot find a picture of it. Normally, y'all know I would put a nostalgic picture up so you could remember too. And if you know what I'm talking about, please put it in the comments. But it smells just like lip balm to me. Like almost just, it's not even like a scented. It almost just smells like unscented lip balm or unscented lotion. Mostly just get the sandalwood and the amber, although not necessarily what I would normally consider sandalwood or amber fragrances. Strong strength, good throw, but not one that I really liked.
Yeah, my takeaway was similar. I did note that I felt maybe there was a bit of complexity to it, just in that I feel like what you get up front is what you're describing.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time picking out the scent. I thought maybe it was like a strong amber sandalwood combination. I don't really feel like I'm that good at picking those scents out generally. But I did feel like it gave off warm vibes, which seems appropriate for the Life's a Beach and even like the image on the front and everything.
That's a good point.
So it felt good in that way. I got like a touch of sweetness, and this is where I was saying maybe there was some complexity. I thought maybe that came from the jasmine or the tonka in it. But in general, it's a kind of simple and boring. I don't know. And it left me looking for a little bit more.
It smells just like that lip balm. I can't. It's like triggering that entire... I learned to swim on that trip, and it's like triggering those memories. It's crazy. So we mostly agreed on that one, but you smelled stuff I could not. Strawberry Jam, the fish candle, y'all. That's next. I think, this one got sloshed around a bit. I don't exactly know what happened. One of us must have bumped it because you can see it raised up here on the side of the jar, but also very deep pool. And this one, you can go first. What was your impression?
Characterized the throw as medium. And then I said the scent was just jammy strawberries. There was richness. I think you had described it earlier as like being macerated strawberries. I did feel like maybe on warm there was some of like a cooked jammy strawberry kind of note to it. I'm pleased to know, from my perspective, I didn't actually get any of the like fishiness of it on warm, which was a pleasant surprise. Maybe a little bit on the finish. It feels almost like there's some kind of like umami rich character to it. And I was like, oh, maybe this is like the seaweed, in food or something gives an umami character. I don't know if that's the way it works with scents, but I just took that there was, I just note that there was like a really nice kind of rich berry scent to it that I found pleasing. We
mostly agree. Very ripe strawberry. Reminded me a little bit of Rain Drenched Strawberry by Goose Creek, although I like that one better. Just kind of the freshness of it. And then I didn't get fish, but I did get like a tinge of something that smelled musty. I wrote in my notes, old attic / musty. So it's like, I don't know if it's like moldy strawberry or like you macerated strawberries and you're having a snack in a dry wood dusty place, but there's still something in there that doesn't smell right to me. It's not fish on warm, but it's off. And then we agree on throw, and I think it was pretty strong. It had good strength, but That might be one that evolves, but right now, that's not a repurchase for me. I would not. I wouldn't buy that again. Oh, and I'll note too. We realized there is that same jar on the sugar plum candle, and the sugar plum candle does not smell like fish.
The same lid.
Yeah, sorry, same lid. They all have the same jar. Thank you. See, that's a thing where normally I wouldn't see that until edit, and then I'd have to cut it out. So he's my personal editor right now. Yeah. So yeah, same lid. Sugar plum does not smell like fish. So it's either those came from different lots, or it's not the lid. At any rate, there's something funky going on with that strawberry one. Yep. Baby powder is next. Yep. All right, so that one, you want to show them the pool.
So let's see here. Just go over the pool there. So you can see. The wax color, it's kind of difficult to see, but
about the same as the others in terms of depth. I just have really simple notes on this one. Classic baby powder, an almost creamy sense, like it almost feels like a baby powder scented lotion, and that it was strong when you're next to it, but that the throw was kind of medium.
Yeah, so I characterized the throw as medium. For the scent, I just said it was clean. I picked up some mild sweetness. I did a little bit of research to see, like, what does baby powder even smell like? Like, where does it come from? Scents? And I guess with, like, Johnson's, the Johnson's brand is normally sweetened, I think, with, like, iris and violet. So that might be, maybe they tried to include some of those florals in there, but it sounds like it varies from brand to brand. But it's some of those, like, florals. So I noticed like a sense of some powderiness to it, and I thought there were just some smooth florals, maybe a bit of lavender on the finish, but I couldn't really distinguish it. But really, it just kind of smelled like
it's baby powder.
Yeah. It's not particularly strong. I know you like the Goose Creek one a little better.
I like the Goose Creek one because it's less body care vibe. It smells more like the actual powder. It's more dusty to me. This one just smells too creamy. Did you get citrus? Because this has that citrus note.
No, okay. I did not.
So it's not that I'm blind to it. It's
no, I actually did not pick up on any citrus in that.
What's the next one? Is that the Grandma's Lemonade? Okay, yeah. This one's exciting. Yeah, about the same depth on that one. I love this one.
Okay. Whose turn to go first? I forget.
Yours.
Okay. So with this one, I said this one had a major throw. I felt like I really picked up on this one in our garage. Like as soon as I walked down there, I could really smell it, and then grew stronger as I got closer. With this one, I noticed that I noted that the scent is sugary lemon, but it's not sharp. As we'll talk about in a minute with the other lemon candle, it is possible to have a really sharp lemon flavor. This one was just really nice and sugary, and I noted some vanilla sweetness. I also noted that the jar mentions having pineapple. I did not get any pineapple in it whatsoever.
No pineapple.
So maybe it's contributing to some of the sweetness or some of the scent, but it does not stand out in any way.
Read like pineapple.
No, it does not read like pineapple at all. So just lots of like lemony, sugary sweetness. I really like that one.
I just put lemony goodness as my first note. I did not think the throw in strength that you said major.
Yes.
Yeah, I just have good, which is like average to me, but that's probably because I tend to be citrus blind and you are not.
We always read citrus candles.
So for me, it's like, well, this could be stronger, but for you, it felt like a powerhouse. I also got the vanilla. To me, it read a little bit like an iced lemon pound cake icing. Not quite as sweet as like the Bath and Body Works candle, but you get a hint of it. And then it's just really well balanced between the sweetness of the vanilla sugar notes and the brightness of the lemon, of the citrus. Yeah, agreed. That one's really
good balance.
Definitely love it. Repurchase it.
Yes.
We're going to get more of those. Magnolia is next.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so let's see.
So, there we can show.
That one's not quite as deep.
No, it did not go quite as deep.
Which might be, I said medium throw on this one. It's really strong, though. I felt like the throw was medium. The smell was strong. Almost too strong for me in terms of a floral. It leaned pretty sharp, in my opinion. I think I like Goose Creek's Magnolia better. It feels a little bit more mild. I also felt like this one smelled very creamy, very body care-esque. I think if you like perfumey body care florals, you would like that one. Also, I love the color of the wax on that one.
Yeah.
Also, does this one have lemon? I wrote in my notes, I don't smell lemon. It does have a lemon scent note.
I wrote that I did not smell lemon either.
Okay. Yeah, share what you found.
So with me, I just wrote Magnolia ! And that's really all I got from it was Magnolia.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I also wrote that it doesn't really seem complex at all to me.
No.
It's kind of just Magnolia. And the more I smelled it, like I was looking for hints of anything else. I didn't find that. I thought maybe I got some fresh greens on the finish, but that was kind of that was the extent of it. I did find that it was kind of pleasant. I characterized the throw as medium. It didn't seem like too much to me, and I'm not normally a person who likes florals, so I didn't find it too offensive. It's pleasant. Definitely, I think I would burn the one we have. I don't know if it'd be one that I would necessarily be interested in getting another one of.
Yeah, I'll appreciate it while we have it. Would not be a repurchase for me. I would rather get Goose Creek's. Unless the burn quality is way better on this one, then I would sacrifice Goose Creek for the soy wax from Kringle. Oh, we're into the reserves. Oh, the lemon splash.
Okay.
I have some things to say about this one.
So you can see with that one.
Not going to get much.
You can't really see.
Can't tell how far we burned it with that label.
But it's...
kind of shrouds it.
Yep. Made a little progress.
I think you're going to have probably more positive things to say about this one, because you like lemon and citrus. Why don't you go first?
Okay, so I characterized the throw as strong. Again, with citrus, it really felt like it stood out. With the scent, I just noted fresh lemon. This one is different than the lemonade one because it doesn't have the sugariness to it. I got a bit of sweetness, but it is
it's like juicy sweetness.
Yeah,
from the fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very much like what I would characterize as like a natural lemon flavor.
Yep.
And I did note that I felt like there was a bit of like rind or pith sharpness to it. It's not doesn't go as far as like grapefruit scents, which I like, where it will often have that bitterness associated with it. It doesn't go that far, but you get the sense of like a fresh
You don't
lemon.
get like the pea bitter.
No.
It's like just solid bitter pith. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't feel like it gave me cleaner vibes, but I also really like lemon scents. So I found it kind of really pleasing. And it was just a great, clean lemon scent. Not cleaner, but just clean, just crisp. Nothing but crisp lemon scent. Yeah.
All right. I had a very different experience. And I will be totally transparent. It could be some of my citrus blindness because I did get cleaner lemon vibe from this candle. And I got a lot of what felt like a Thai basil note. So like the difference between an Italian basil and a Thai basil is Italian basil tends to be more green. And I feel like maybe a little bit more floral. Thai basil tends to be a little more lemony. And when I first walked downstairs, actually the very first thing I got, because I do feel like it threw pretty well and was really strong, was I had like ammonia vibes. It almost was like, did the cats pee outside the box? Like, just this moment where it really like almost burned my nose. It was so strong. But then the closer I got, I really just got a ton of basil scent, like green note. I did get the citrus. It felt, I know I said my cold impression was like you squeeze the lemon, put it into the water, but on warm, I feel like it was more like you literally just sliced lemon and like shoved it into your face and just sniffed.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like you get the juiciness, you get this little bit of sweetness from the lemon, you get the brightness, you get the pith, you get the zestiness of the rind. Like the whole lemon is in there. And overall, I feel like if you're sitting next to it, it's pleasant. It was not pleasant from far away, and it feels like spa water to me. Like you got a massage, and they put the lemon and the basil in the water, and you're like drinking that. I don't know that I like it. I think if I burn it, it's going to have to be a desk candle so that I don't get the ammonia cleaner vibes from far away, but we'll figure it out. It wouldn't be a repurchase for me.
This will be a good house cleaning candle if you're already have cleaning products going. I don't know, add some lemon to it.
Yeah, it gives me Windex vibes.
Yeah.
So okay. Some people will like it. It's not for me. Now the cherry cola, on the other hand, that is the shocker of the bunch for me because I actually ended up really enjoying this one, which surprised me. Totally surprised me. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
That I liked the cherry cola?
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It smells different on cold. I don't like it as much on cold. All right, I'm going to say that I've watched, I think, 2 or 3 reviews of this one, and people have said it doesn't smell like cola, and I completely disagree. I absolutely think it smells like cherry cola, but it's a very specific moment of smelling like cherry cola. So like when you're really thirsty and you just poured your can of cherry cola into the glass and like you don't want to wait for it to stop fizzing, you just want to drink it right now. that's the vibe I get. So like when you kind of inhale the effervescent carbon from the soda and you get the cola mixed in there with the cherry and you're kind of tasting it and smelling it at the same time, that's how that smelled on warm to me. So I do think it smells like cherry cola. I got the effervescence. I feel like it almost like felt like it was tickling my nose in a weird way. And the brown syrupy from the cola with the cherry, which was just a very pleasant cherry fragrance. I'm shocked that I like it. The only thing I'm going to note is that the throw, it's really good throw, major throw. It came up the steps. But the problem is the outside layer of that fragrance smelled like burnt plastic to me. I was actually sitting up here and I'm like, something's burning. Like I felt like literally there was plastic on fire. So I got up, checked all the candles. I'm like, no, they're fine. Is it the cherry cola? And as I went downstairs, the fragrance dissipated, but it was coming from the door. So it's like the outer layer of the throw smelled like burnt plastic, but the closer you got, the more it smelled like cherry cola. It was very bizarre. Yeah. What did you think?
So I characterized the throw more as medium. I wasn't getting the throw upstairs like you're describing. That didn't really stand out to me. For the scent, I noted that I felt like it was a more mild cherry compared to like the Easter candle that was just a cherry bomb.
Yeah.
This one was actually really pleasant. I felt like I got some sugary sweetness in it. I thought maybe it was coming from some of the typical soda, like vanilla flavoring that you often get. But I also thought I got a touch of like almond in it. But then I also wondered if it wasn't like perfect in pink spoiling me or something. Because I love that scent so much. But I'm not wearing it today. So I don't think that's what I was smelling. Yeah. And then I noted, because we noted on cold that there was like a waxy plastic scent.
Yes, the wax lips.
And so... I still got some of that, but it was muted. I think maybe it's that effervescence that does it, that you get on that. But I think it's a great characterization to note that it's like when you first open the can, first start taking a sip.
Like inhaling it.
Yeah, so I think it was the incorporation of that effervescence that kind of creates that scent. I didn't know what to make of that. It was something that was a little uncomfortable. This is a candle I think I really want to burn more. It's really interesting and intriguing, but it was that scent that I was kind of struggling with as I'm smelling it. I'm like, do I like this? Do I not like this?
A little off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weird. I was expecting you, like total flip-flop from cold impression that you were going to really like it and that I was going to hate it. I still don't like it on cold. Okay, next one. We have 3 more. Melon Medley. Now this one is not as deep of a pool, which I don't know what you got for throw and strength on this one, but it was almost non-existent. I'm wondering if that had something to do with how deep it went.
Yeah, I said this was the only one that I felt had a light throw. So.
Yeah. Like of the whole bunch.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah. Should I go or?
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
So I said it was light, maybe to medium. I do feel like it'd make a good desk candle. Like if you're sitting near it, you can get it. But I didn't get it until I was in pretty close proximity to the candle.
Yeah.
For scent, I just noted it was creamy melon. I felt like it was almost kind of like sorbet-like. It gave me some nice creaminess, but it doesn't have any lactose like other kind of ice cream adjacent candles. So there's nothing milky about it, but something that I felt was kind of nice and creamy. It was still just like a generic melon for me. I got a touch of that vanilla sweetness, maybe a little touch of lemon, but it was also kind of one-dimensional and just being creamy melon.
Yeah. I just put nothing stands out. Watermelon and berry, which is like, that's what it claims to be. But I also felt like maybe it was a little bit, again, like fruit ambiguous of like, what am I, like I had to hunt to figure out what it was I was smelling and picking up on. I did not use the sorbet reference, but I do think it has that creamy element. I read it more as like a taffy, like a watermelon taffy. It's not like Jolly Rancher sour. It's like sweet watermelon, gooey, like a pink starburst, a watermelon taffy, a watermelon airhead, like something that feels like...
I can see that too. Taffy's a good
just
similarity.
Candy, but not sour and not too bright. Low throw, weak strength. Only one of the bunch that had that result. Yeah. And you've got... That's the sugar plum.
Yep. So...
And that one... the plum is okay. The plum definitely increased on warm for me, although I will say it did not smell like a sugar plum to me. We have a farmer's market that sells sugar plums usually in the winter around here. And they're really sweet and you don't get much tartness. But with this one, I felt like I smelled more of like a tart ripe combo. Even PB is agreeing with me back there. But sugary. All right, had to pay the cat tax. He wants the blinds open, but he's just going to have to wait. Okay, where was I? Sugary blackberry. I get a nice balance of tart and ripe, but to me it smells more like a normal plum. It's like the ripeness of the flesh, but also a little bit tart and sour. Medium strength, medium throw. It wasn't a powerhouse for me.
Yeah, so I noted the same as far as the throw concerned. I said medium. This one was one that I was actually the most disappointed in. The first thing that stood out to me was this like plasticky character to it. I don't know what that was about. I think maybe part of the problem is this one does the thing where it's kind of gourmand but has the inedible characteristics with the amber and the florals.
I noted that it's almost soapy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, there was just something that was kind of off-putting about it to me. I note that there was some kind of rich fruity sweetness, some richness to it, which was nice. I picked up on like a subtle berry scent, a little bit of tartness like you might associate with a plum, but for me, I just kept coming back to that kind of what I call the plasticky nature, and it kind of just ruined the experience for me. Yeah. So that one's definitely not one. I of course would try it again, but it's not one that really like I would ever.
You wouldn't gravitate towards it.
No.
Yeah, and you're different than me. Like if he doesn't gravitate towards a scent, it just won't get burned. Yeah. Whereas I'm like, we have to finish it. It has to show up and it empties. You would just like never go back to it.
Yeah.
I will say that for me, in my general experience, sugar plum does tend to smell a little bit plasticky, and it's not quite as bad as Yankees, but I can see why you'd pick up on that. Okay, last one?
Yep.
This is the last one, right? This is the, Sandy Shores? Is
yep.
Sandy Shores?
Yeah, so okay. This is...
That one also didn't quite go as deep. That's the Corona
Sandy
one.
Sandy Shores, and you can see there. Yep.
Yeah. Why don't you go first on this one?
Okay. So for this one, I characterized the throw as medium. For the scents, I noticed like a citrusy, almost like zesty sort of scent to it. So kind of a stronger lemon. I also noted a peachy sweetness, maybe like a bit of mango, but some of those other fruits are kind of like ambiguous. They don't really stand out. I wanted them to because I was happy to see them on the label, but then I really just got kind of like a peachy, creamy sweetness. I noticed like there was some warmth and creaminess to it, which I really enjoyed. So I enjoyed it, but I was hoping for maybe a bit more complexity out of that one.
Yeah, I have decent throw, but not strong. So I feel like it filled the space, but it wasn't powerful. Elusive. I wrote elusive down, that the scent kind of traveled, and also that there was a little bit of confusion around what is it that I'm smelling, per usual. I wrote down lemon brightness, so I did get the brightness of the tart lemon. And I actually almost read like watermelon. Where did it go? It was over here. There's not watermelon in here, right? Yeah, for some reason I picked up like watermelon lemonade. Yeah, right now all I'm getting is the lemon. I don't even get any of the other fruits in that when I smell it on cold right now.
Yeah, I only get the lemon.
It almost smells like grandma's lemonade right now. Like,
it kind of does.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we mostly sugary, very sugary. I said.
Yep.
All right, that's everything, right? So let's do our ranking. Should we start at
the bottom?
Yeah, let's do our least favorite.
Okay. You want to go first? Say what your number 11 was?
So many notes here to find. Yeah, my number 11 was Life's a Beach. That's the one that smelled like lip balm to me.
Makes sense. Yeah. I did Sugar Plums. It was that plasticky character. Made me put it last.
Yep, that would make sense for you. 10. You're not going to agree. Lemon Splash.
No, I don't agree.
The basil ammonia smell was off-putting to me.
For me, number 10, I did the cherry cola. It's not necessarily because I think it's a bad candle. I think I just need more time with it. And it was that effervescent / like, kind of plasticky thing. It was just throwing me off. I couldn't figure it out. And so I just wasn't confident with that one.
Honestly, the shocker that that's just the one.
But it should not be taken as an indictment of the candle at all. Right. So it's not that, I'm not suggesting there's anything inherently wrong with it.
I would say that's the type of candle, if you're curious, you should buy it and try it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But use the Bachelor code because it's expensive.
Yeah, it's unique for sure. I would still recommend anybody buy it.
9, I did strawberry jam, and I would have ranked it higher, but that musty note is throwing it off.
Yeah. I did Life's a Beach, so similar to yours.
Yeah, so. Far down.
Or actually, sorry, swap that. I did baby powder.
You did an arrow. You changed your mind. That's
actually
not allowed.
You baby powder. I did baby powder as number 9. I didn't. Nothing really stood out about it to me. And
so
then
your 8
is Life's a Beach.
Life's a Beach. Okay, so my 8 was Magnolia, which I'm already cheating.
Yeah.
And see that was your 7th.
So for me, pretty much 5 through 9 could all kind of almost be interchangeable. They're all ones that they're not bad candles, and I had trouble kind of ranking them. They're just things that like, whatever, you know.
Yeah, and I think if one was lower for me, it was either because of there's something specific about the scent, or the throw made it rank lower, or it would have ranked higher if the throw was better.
Yeah.
We're on. Did I share my 7?
I don't think you did.
No. Melon Medley. Speaking of no throw.
Yeah.
6, I did baby powder.
6, I did the strawberry jam. I like that richness a lot, so I put it a little higher. For 5, I did Melon Medley.
5 was sugar plum for me.
Yeah,
which is surprising.
So that's a difference.
Because you got more of the fake stuff than I did on that one. 4, I did Sandy Shores.
For 4, I did Golden Vineyard. Oh. I might almost, in retrospect, that one might be top rank 3. Higher. That richness, I find it hard to rank things. So
we have a lot here too. We do. It's hard to rank this many.
Number 3, I did Lemon Splash, which I know is a difference because that for you.
No, where is my 3?
Was your wasn't?
Oh, here we go. Golden Vineyard is 3, okay. So we were close on that one too.
Yeah.
And then my number 2 is Cherry Cola. I can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. I don't think they will either. They're going to be shocked.
Number 2, I did Sandy Shores. It was that citrus note. Even though it didn't have, I wanted some more complexity out of it. I love citrus, and it was creamy. It was nice. And then I think, number 1, we agree. Because
Grandma's Lemonade.
And,
there's not... normally I feel like my top 3 or 4 is it's so hard to decide. There's no question.
Yeah.
That's the number 1 in the bunch.
It's great.
By a mile.
Well balanced, nice, zesty lemon, or kind of sugary,
tart.
Sweet. Yes.
It literally smells just like lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's delicious.
It's a good one.
Wow. Marathon. We did it.
I know. Yeah.
So, okay. Tell them what it's like to switch from viewer of my channel, candle consumer without thought of research. Does this change your perspective? Was it a new experience that
definitely
I didn't want to do again?
I think the experience of taking notes about things and trying to classify things and organize them, or being more kind of research focused, while it's not new to me, it's a little different with my approach to candles. Because normally I'm just kind of about vibes. It's light it up and think about it
or not.
Yeah. And so it's a little different thinking about it in that way.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is also comfortable being a professor and a researcher myself, that sort of thing.
You're used to digging for trying to understand and conceptualize and
yeah.
Knowing that you could be, because I always worry too that if I share something and other people don't have the same experience, that I've misled them in some way, right? But then that's kind of what we do in our jobs too. We share our knowledge and our perspective as researchers and scholars, and there's going to be people who disagree.
Absolutely.
There's going to be people who don't agree with the theories, right? And
we're used to that. That's just a part of what it means to be an academic and a professor who
a teacher.
Yeah.
So. I do think that skill set helps with I don't know, putting ideas out there.
Oh, it does.
So
yeah.
I'm glad that you have that same. It wasn't nerve-wracking for you.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so would you do it again?
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I appreciate being invited. And it was fun.
I broke you down.
Yeah.
They asked me. I first started getting questions about Let's Meet the Hubs probably 2 or 3 months ago. And I remember I asked you, and you're like, "No, I'm good." And I told them, I was like, "Y'all, I'm persistent. He's gonna eventually show up in a video," which is true. That is, I'm a very persistent person.
Yeah.
So here you are, and I appreciate you. You had to take a lot of time out of your weekend to work on this, and I'm glad you had fun, and that it was a new experience. Kind of meditative, I think, to some extent, a little bit relaxing.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it was so cool. I've already edited the first half, and it was so fun to edit with you in it. It made it more fun to literally rewind, replay while you're editing. So it was nice to be staring at somebody else and listening to someone else talk than just constantly hearing myself.
The video editing, watching yourself and all your silly facial expressions and all the things, repetitive words you say and everything. Editing that is
exhausting.
A nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're used to it because you do your teaching videos too.
Yes.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if you're still here, thanks so much for sticking around. I'm so glad you got to meet the Hubs. I will have him back again. It won't be on a regular basis because this guy is super busy and has lots of other things he's doing in his life, but he will come back. And to reward you for still sticking around, we're going to cut now to the bloopers. Gotta say, the bloopers were much more enjoyable with you here. And I feel like you really got some exposure to like the constant interruptions that you get when you're trying to record for a video like this. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye. You recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I get hung up sometimes. It's really weird having you here recording it. I really just talk to myself and it doesn't make me feel awkward. Okay, it's fine. This is the... Oh, I gotta get used to the new camera position. Wait, where's the... Don't we have a new one?
No, we only bought one, so I don't have one that's not burned.
I think it's in there.
Oh, really? Wait, in where?
I think it's in this box. What the hell is that noise? Is that a dirt bike? Because you know once they get him off the truck, he's going to rip real hard all the way down the street with it.
Yep.
I mean, we can still record as
as
long as you're okay with just starting over.
It's just kind of going in the background all the time.
We're going to have to I wasn't telling him, but I ended up reaching out to my sister. Cats. Am I right?
Yes. What is he doing?
He wants to look out the window.
Oh, okay.
He's back there. But Sugary... Excuse me. The Hubs. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Okay. We gotta start over. Yeah. Okay. We can do it again.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.